Hey y'all, it's me. I've been waiting for y'all at the door. That's so funny to me. And he had the nerve to be on when he got out of jail. And I'm saying he is, I know it's a he. He got out of jail. He didn't have his little wig cap on. He had his real head, which you could blow all through it. And he was down somewhere. They was taking pictures with him or whatever. He about to be a little probably internet sensation on one of them Tyler Perry movies or something. Anyway, all right, I'm here to review Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 4, episode 4. All right. No, I need my glasses on, but I'm gonna try to do it without them because I'll be getting that glare, whatever. So anyway, excuse me, man. I just got finished eating some Doritos. Anyway, all right. So show starts off Stevie and Jocelyn. Stevie is in rehab. He said he been in there for about 10 days. And host Aline had came to visit because host Aline had said she wanted to get in some of that, you know what I mean. So when they get in there, they talking, and he's like, well, I'm in a good space. I'm been clean, and I've been clearer. I can really see things for what it is. I'm in here. I don't have no worries. I'm not worrying about nothing. I'm trying to be on the straight and narrow. But I'm worrying that you're not going to, when I get out, you still want to do the same turn up, and I'm not there. And I don't want to be, around there. I want to keep my sobriety going. But how can I do that if you I want to smoke weed and drink and party and bullshit and party and bullshit. So, Biggie Smalls. So, she like, huh? I understand what you said, Stevie. You know you were just about to do but I'm not gonna because I want to smoke my weed. I am too young. First of all, Jocelyn, you always with this I'm young, I'm a young girl. You're not a young girl. That's number one. Number two, Stevie is on some I'm trying to do better stuff. I think you need to be there with him. And number three, you done went through all of this stuff on TV with this dude, helping break him and his ex up, Mimi up. Done had the bullshit and the pregnancy pen on the stick on TV. Done y'all done wreck shop from the couch to the chandelier to the y'all to the beat y'all and I mean actually to the beat. You beating everybody up around the room. And you gonna say when he tries to get himself together, he trying to control you. This is not a situation where he's trying to control you. He's trying to tell you that I need you to be on board with this because I want to keep my sobriety. And no, he don't need you in there snorting lines and smoking weed and drinking when that's what he in there for. If you love somebody, you do what they need you to do. And you can leave the lines and the weed alone too, because again, we saw you online on the footage when you was in that studio, and them boys had took the video of you. Katy Perry, Beyonce, I wanna feel the dick in me. Okay, if that wasn't six kinds of crazy, I don't know what is. So boo, you need to get your little rehab outside of rehab your damn self. I didn't like that. Anyway, okay, so next thing was Tony and Kalina. Next. All right. So Rashida and Carly. They meet up because Carly is like, I don't know, I know I thought we was friends. I don't even know why Rashida was coming like that towards me or whatever. But I'm gonna sit down and talk to her and see what it's all about. What it's all about is the green-eyed devil. But is it the green-eyed devil? The green-eyed devil reared his ugly head. That's jealousy. Rashida, it's no other way to explain. You said this is how it is with me. One friend trying to go in to do something with another friend. That falls through. I'm mutual friends with both of them. What I'm gonna do is listen. I got y'all here together. I want you to sit down and talk about it because I don't want to be in the middle of it because I'm friends with both of y'all. I'm not gonna go and run and tell the other friend what one friend is doing start some mess and innuendo and throw all things around the room, and it just happens to be the same thing that you're trying to start up your own little business or whatever, and your man put a stop pause on that because he over here doing other messy shit with your money, and you want to say it wasn't about you being jealous. It comes across like that, and it is what it is. I mean, you was going in, like she said, harder than Erica was. Like, I'm pretty sure Erica's moved past that. Everybody know Carly is messy, but I don't feel like Carly was being messy. Carly moved on when Erica, you know what I mean, was taking her time or whatever. That was for them to iron out. But you went there with the intent. You can say all you want to, oh, I ain't go there for that. Yes, you did. Because even if you don't want to admit it, it was because you feel some kind of way that she had something. And it look, if it wasn't, and you want to say, oh, that little this, that, and the other, it was. If it wasn't nothing, you wouldn't have been down there acting like that. Because things I'm not pressed about, I give no life. I don't argue about it. I don't say nothing to the person or whatever. Things that get on my nerves or things that I'm pressed about, I say something. Period in the story. So you can curse her all out, and I wasn't never your friend. That looked real 15-year-old-ish. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm siding with Carly on this one, and I never hardly side with Carly on nothing, because she'll do something else in the next scene to make me the hell mad. So we can get on down. All right. So anyway, so then we get back to Stevie and Mimi, and they talking to each other. And like I had said, I'm gonna make me a prediction. I feel like Stevie and Mimi are more on the same mindset than Jocelyn and Stevie. Even though he did all of that he did with Jocelyn, and he was dogging her and went on with the other woman, which was Jocelyn or whatever. And I do think he had control over Mimi too, to a certain extent. But Stevie is Mimi's friend. I still feel like he's her friend, even though he did, because the man stuff can be set aside from the I'm your friend, and he has a child with her. So he's going to have a certain love for her or whatever. Like my son's father, I don't wish him no harm or whatever. I ain't in love with him or whatever. But if something happened to him, I wouldn't be like, yeah, cause he ain't a. I would feel hurt, because that's my son's father. And even if they don't have a great relationship, you never know what could happen. And I wouldn't want somebody to come along and take that from him, that opportunity to really develop a better relationship with his father. So there. So they talking or whatever, and just them talking, especially with him being clear and not all high and acting stupid, because he's just funny naturally to me. He's a funny guy. And when they was talking, she said, he said, you don't have no love, you don't love me. And she was like, listen, I don't want you to go out there and get hit by no bus or nothing. I mean, I have love for you like that. He was like, I don't want you to do something. And then they laughed that little laugh, like, just straight up, I like you, I love you, I love you or whatever. And she laughed too. You know what I'm saying? They can have that kind of relationship. He controls Jocelyn because he knows where Jocelyn come from. Even though Mimi had a crazy, like, shaky background, she still got more scruples, and more so where he can't control her as much. But yeah, I still predict that the storyline for next. Well, I'm gonna save it to the end. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. And y'all tell me what y'all think. Anyway, okay. So Nico and Wifey, they talking. He done moved the downstairs. She talking about some. Wait, he was coming down the step. I thought he was about to go get in the car. He talking. He goes downstairs. He just walks in. So she getting her little efficiency together or whatever, because it seemed like the bed was bigger than the room. I don't know, but the bed looked cute though. The little white bed. The bed looked cute. So somebody in their video was talking about how she had that hat pulled on her head and that little bang stick. And now I said I ain't gonna talk about the bang. I ain't even gonna talk about the ginger bang. But I think it was Color Me Pink. I think it was Keisha. Is it Keisha? Yeah, I think it was her. All tea, all shade. I think it was her who said that. Hey, girl. Anyway, I don't know if she watched me or not. I don't think I even never said for her to watch me. But anyway, that conversation was just crazy. It's like, okay, now he goes on to say, I'm going to tell you the truth. Mimi was the mastermind of that whole thing. Okay. And I took the brunt of it because she has a child, and so her making the sex tape, her swinging from the shower rod, and all of the things that she did surrounding the whole thing about lying, and then finally saying she knew what it was and all like that. didn't make it bad enough. You think that he said he had to take it because she was the and she like, yeah, I knew it was her. I knew it was that old me, this, that, and the third. Like, you're believing him. You're believing him. He lied about everything up until this point, but you're going to believe him that it was Mimi's fault. Now you want to direct all your energy and anger towards the person who you were not married to. Oh, okay. Okay. That's your storyline, and you sticking to it. Oh, okay. Next. All right. So, Kadia and Cena. Cena has a little footage on a little iPad, takes it over to Kadia's business or whatever that little girl she was talking to. He's like, yeah, okay, I want get me 2 slices of pepperoni pizza and a medium cherry coke and get what you want. And because she wasn't doing nothing but sending the baby to the store. Stop acting like y'all doing business. Stop acting like y'all doing business. Anyway, so she comes in. Oh, hey girl, how you feeling? How you doing? Y'all with the pleasantries. You brought the film in there to show her that she messing around with her dude, and she showed her, and then it was like, okay, you need to go. You was just smiling. I'm not gonna do all of that. What are you here for? What you need? Oh, you need to show me this? Okay, boom. Then she slams it down and she cracks it and all like that. You did all of that. You asked to see it and she gave it to you. Was you slamming her iPad? Oh, she'll be paying me for my iPad too. Cena, you let her get away with that. Then she threw a pocketbook at her. I said, how you walk away but you don't have your pocketbook? You know why? Scripted. Anyway, moving right along. So then we get to Erica and Scrap. Now, Erica and Scrap, because I told you Erica was like always one of my favorite people, but then she started to get into when I pop out rap. And that was, okay, you doing too much. And that little stuff they pulled with Carly. But I still, at the end of the day, I'm a single mom with a child who has been in, like, for years and years. I never even had that problem because I never even bothered with the dude. It's like, you know your son exists. I'm not running after you. And one thing about me, about me, he's going to be well taken care of till I die. So it's not even the point of your son's not being taken care of. It's about you should want to do something. He lives with me all the time. I'm paying for everything. And y'all see my son. He 15. He's not no grown man like he look with all this. Yeah, because I told him, so you get that report card together from April's report card to June, you get no haircut. So the next videos you see him, it might be down the hair, he gonna look like a Muslim. No, we're not doing that. You're not getting no haircuts. You want to style and profile and get that bad grade off of there from health. Who gets a bad grade in health? Really? You just ain't doing what you're supposed to do. But getting back to this, I'm sorry. So they sit down. Scrappy come in with his lawyer, who he met down at what's that one I like? He met down at the Checkers drive-through because she looked like she probably work at Checkers by day and doing paralegal at night. And then, Erica's little dude or whatever, he like, listen, we need the money. What's up? What's happening with the money? Then they go back and forth. And then she said, and when the lawyers is arguing, somebody said that, her was scared, when the lawyers arguing harder than the actual clients, and that's a problem. Okay, well, how about this? I see you in court because this ain't going nowhere. She telling the lady, oh, you need to take it down. You need to take it down. Erica, come on now. You just there to get your money. It ain't about, because the lady really wasn't getting loud with y'all. If everybody's talking loud, somebody's going to talk louder so they can get their point across. She wasn't trying to pop off. Then Scrappy told the boy he's going to come across the table on him. No, he didn't really say that, but I just wanted to say because he probably would have came across the table on him. Because, Scrappy will come across the table on somebody. But anyway, so getting on with that. So, Scrappy, we'll see you in court. All right, then. So, let's see. KD, Kadia, and Young Jock. This is the part of the show where I put on fast forward, but you really couldn't put on fast forward because it just all seems so a scene from one of your bounce chicky wow Black Hood pornos, because she came out in a fishnet. She came out with a fishnet and her underwear on, and then she came out and then she tied them to the bed, and like somebody else said, he had on basketball shorts and and scruffy socks or what. Come on, y'all doing too much. Then he let her tie him to the bed, but then it was like, oh, then she was like, oh yeah, you know this, you see this, but what is this from? Then she gonna beat him with the belt like they on this Christmas, like Regina King did to Laz Alonso or whatever. Come on, and then he like, baby, let me explain. Oh, this turning me on. This turning me on. Let me, because they had to say something like, because she's really not going to beat him. She couldn't even do that on real camera because she would have assault charges up again on her against her. It was just like the comic relief because it was like so stupid. It was funny almost. You called me and then you just gonna leave me here, huh? All right, with the chocolate smeared all across the face. Doc, come on, come on, come on, come on now, come on. That was just stupid. Anyway, so Stevie gets a message back at the rehab that he's being indicted for child support, not paying child support, and he can possibly get up to 2 years. So he tells Jocelyn. Jocelyn is like, I can't believe this crap. It's like it just keeps getting worse and worse. It's like Stevie can't catch a break. And Funky Don even said, you figure all of the hits that he wrote back in the 90s for them bums over at Bad Boy, he can't seem to get a hit off of this show. He can't seem to get a hit or a break off of this show, because, he's a good guy. Anyway, so, what else? Mimi, Carly, Kalina, and Jessica Dom. That's another one I'm gonna say pass on because they wasn't really talking about nothing, and I don't feel like it. But I will say this: Carly has a nice set of teeth. And something else I wanted to go back to saying when Rashida and Carly was arguing, it didn't make sense to me when Rashida was bringing up, "I'm a grown woman. I got a child." She was like, "I got a child." That's really maybe the first time she said that or mentioned anything about child because she said, "I don't play that. I don't." Mm-mm. When somebody was trying to, Gay Michelle and her was getting into it the very first season. She was like, "I don't do that about my baby. Don't say it. Don't do it." And I didn't really understand what Rashida's point was. If you got all of that going on, then why are you there? Why were you there trying to start stuff at the little store? And why are you there now? If you hadn't started stuff, you wouldn't have even been there, and she wouldn't have felt no kind of way. So I don't understand it. Like that just was like even more smacks of I'm jealous and I don't really know how to handle my grown woman because that wasn't a grown woman move. If you were jealous, you don't take that. You know what I mean? You take that. If you see how hype Carly is to be around everybody, and she's so happy to be there, you could have been like, put me on. Well, how did she get that so fast? Even if you didn't go in with them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You sitting around waiting on Kurt. Don't be mad at them. Be mad at Kurt because he's the root of all your evil. Anyway, so this is what I was saying. Let me come close like Wendy Williams. I don't have nothing to sit though. What had happened was Mimi. This is what I feel like they could build a storyline on. If I see it next year, I'ma know that my little old small subscriber, I might have got clicked on by somebody who could make some moves, and then they done stole my story. So anyway, I feel like they could take this story. Now you see how Jocelyn was acting when the therapist was saying that he feels like Host Elaine should do what Stevie is doing so they could be an atonement and they could make the relationship stronger and they could move forward and not be clouded by drugs and alcohol and all the nonsense going because he acts a fool when he's drunk and high. She acts a fool when she's drunk and high. We have seen that to be true. So I could see Jocelyn starting out like, because she even said that I might do it for 30 days, but I ain't going to be just doing it because I got to smoke my weed because I'm young. You're not young. Knock it off. Anyway, so I could see her starting off like that when Stevie gets out, but then gradually going back to smoking, drinking, doing whatever she want to do. Then you got Mimi over here, who he already put in the mind. He's ready to come to her defense because now they team against Nico. Plus, Ava says she want a baby brother. Plus, now Jocelyn done started acting a fool and getting high or whatever. Because you can't. I don't get high. I don't get drunk and stuff and smoke weed and stuff. So I don't want a dude that does all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that way opposites don't attract. I'm not gonna go out there and be with a dude that's doing that kind of stuff. That's why I always say people was like, "Oh, Bobby Brown brought Whitney down." No, if you want to keep it real, Whitney was into that, and it got Bobby more into more deep stuff or whatever. And at the end of the day, and they want to say, "Oh, being Bobby Brown, oh that show," but she forced her way onto that show. He was trying to get something on his because it ain't say nothing about being Bobby Brown with Whitney on the side. It said being Bobby Brown. I didn't see him do anything on that show that I have never seen him do in public before or whatever. We knew he drunk. We knew he was wild. He was a wild boy. That's why she liked him, and those things attracted because she was like him and far more far gone than we even knew. They wanted her to be America's sweetheart. Don't get me wrong, I love Whitney Houston to death because when I was at Bobby Brown's concert a couple of years ago and his new wife came out, and let me tell you something, he was like, "And this is my wife." This is all you heard in the crowd. Not a inch clap. We was like, "Oh, okay," because she ain't no Whitney, and I'm not clapping for the bitch because I know I was like that. I was neck rolling like a mug, and Whitney wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? But it just goes to show. So it's like I feel like Mimi and Stevie are going to gravitate back towards each other. She may even have another baby for him. I don't know. It might not be real. It might be scripted, but that's a good storyline. What y'all think? Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Next week, I guess Carol Brady Wig is gonna meet up with Etch a Sketch Head, and they're gonna talk about Mimi, and now they're gonna join an alliance. But whatever. And Mama D is going to talk about getting back with the old pimp daddy ex husband that Scrappy ain't really too keen on, and neither is I think the sister or whatever. So let me know what y'all think. Leave me some comments. I know Andrea, my old faithful, is it Kulani? I can't remember. I used to no, is it Kulani? I can't remember. But anyway, y'all my old faithfuls. Y'all usually leave me some nice comments, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully, I get to meet y'all at the Blackout down there with Kevin McKellen and Sweet Addictions and Candy and all of the good YouTubers or whatever. And I will talk to y'all in the next video. I don't know what I want to do. I always say I think I'm gonna do something else, and I wind up not doing it. So if I don't see you the rest of this week, I'll see you next Tuesday or Wednesday. Peace.